the same questions as George. Has it been tough to get back, to bounce back, I suppose, after what happened on the weekend?
Obviously, the boys were bitterly disappointed the way the game went, and it's just the way it goes. And I think we got to dust ourselves off and get ready for a big game. To go out there this weekend with a mentality that we're not quite there mentally, it's going to cause it's going to be a tough day at the office. So I think the boys have realised that. Obviously yesterday was a bit sort of a somber mood, but today was a lot more positive, and I think we're looking forward to it.
So you're obviously out of the Heineken, there's still that opportunity now and then, which is great.
Yeah, I think there's something to play for in the game, albeit that there's a slim chance, but there's a chance, and we got to go out there and make sure that we've played the best of our abilities and try and get a big result. To go out to a place like Castres, very passionate supporters, and a tough place to go and win. And I think for the group as a whole, like, to go out there and get a result will be a huge positive moving forward for the rest of the season.
It means a lot to those within France, isn't it? Because obviously they've always had this reputation of being one of these places where it's difficult to go and get a result. Yeah,
everyone says how hard it is to go to France and win. And I remember a couple of years ago we went out to Brive and got a good result, and it's just a good feeling in the camp then. So yeah, to get a result out there now on Saturday would be a huge positive, and just keep the momentum going we built over the last couple of months.
When you played in Europe this year, don't you think you deserve more than you've actually got at the moment?
I think we've been involved in all the games, been in the arm wrestle, and I think it's just towards that end, or that little 5% that we've just come away and haven't quite taken our chances, or haven't been as accurate as we needed to be, which is very frustrating. But I think going into the start of the Heineken Cup, most people didn't expect us to perform the way we did, albeit though it was for no result. But I think we can learn a lot. We went out to Munster, put in a real good performance, but then just didn't quite get that result. So I think performances on the whole have been pretty positive, but like, this group wants to go to the next level, and we got to make sure we will win in those games. Like, we want to be competing at the top level in Heineken Cup, and it is frustrating the way the game turned out and the whole competition, but we'll just look forward to now to this Saturday.
Your last game here for a while, probably, in terms of want to finish with Scarlets before you go off the next couple of months.
Yeah, hopefully. Anyway, so yeah, to go out there and get a result, it'd be good. It's been a great place to be the last couple of months. Like, we've picked up some good results, and yeah, just write off this. Hopefully, this section of the season would be a real positive, and hopefully then be able to come back in, and there's still a lot to play for.
You must be happy with your form, John, going into international tournament.
Yeah, pretty pleased. Still a lot to work on. Like, I think I'm doing alright at the moment. But yeah, just got to keep working hard and training. I'm not there yet where I want to be, but yeah, it's still a work in progress, and I'm just doing everything I can to help the team.
12 or 13?
That honestly doesn't really matter. Like, wherever they want me to play, I'm playing defending a 13, attacking a 12, so it's a mixed bag. So doesn't really bother me. It's the way it's only starter plays. Only starter plays, you only have that. Yeah. What do you think? So in the field, then like, most of the time, sometimes I find myself out wide and Scots in the 12. It doesn't really affect the whole round game. It's just those starter plays, really.
Partnership with Scott, obviously, and play together until the start of the campaign, more or less. So you go.
As again I say, still a work in progress. I can imagine the people had, like, individually, were both very attack-minded players, and I think people probably thought we just gelled quite quickly. The more time we spend together on the field and off the field, it'll improve our partnership. I think it's got, I make him to be a good one, and it's just the fans stay patient, and all the hard work we do in the training will pay off. Like, we're all working together. We're not purposely not trying to put these passes on the floor, and that's the way it is. So yeah, just work in progress. Yes.
Speaking of Scott last week, and he said almost as if as soon as they got off the plane, everyone's expecting the back division to come back and just tear it that game.
Yeah, I can imagine people have been saying like what's happening to the backs. The expectations of us is very high.
Especially a lot of you involved in the World Cup as well.
Yeah, and look, it's just the way things, like, it does take time. It doesn't happen overnight, and it's just got to be patience. We don't want to force the issue. I think sometimes that's what we're guilty of doing. Because we're all very comfortable with each other, we expect things and just go and chuck it about, and we just got to be patient and not try and force issues on the field. And like, it's an exciting backline to be a part of, and when we do click, like that team who faces us is it's going to be a tough day in the office.
What do you think of Castres, Joe?
I thought they were very good. They turned up with a mentality that they were looking to get the result. They're very physical, very big up front, and like to keep the ball alive, to be fair to them. They do have a quite good offload game, to be fair to them, and we've got to make sure that we, in defence, just wrap them up and make sure they don't get their arms free to chuck that ball around.
Disappointment, has that eased this week, or is it still that element of frustration?
Yeah, I think all the boys are still a bit frustrated after the performance on the weekend. I think it showed that we were really a team that could have really finished that off, and we had plenty of chances to finish it off. And I think to push it so close to the end and have it finish like that is almost it's a horrible feeling, isn't it, really? But I think that really showed everyone that we are a team to really compete with.
When you look at, let's say, that last 10 minutes there last weekend, you look at the Munster game and you had that pressure on their line for 5-10 minutes as well. This group could have changed quite a bit, couldn't it?
Yeah, and I think everyone talks about the 1% and the 2% in the game, and I think that's what we're down to right now. And I think it's that 1% whether the guy can throw a pass or not throw a pass, or give it or not give it. And I think there's a lot of players that the whole squad is really just there as one. Just need that 1% make a difference, and I think once we have that, I think we'll take the next step. I think.
You were so close though, in that, and not the when the interception moved before. You were literally inches from the try line when you were on a couple of occasions. I mean, how frustrating was that?
Obviously, it's also frustrating when you get cut short of the line, isn't it? Really, no one wants to be cut short really of scoring a try, but I guess it was frustrating. But I think that led up to a lot of pressure that we put onto them, and I think they felt a lot of pressure from what I gather and stuff. So it's always good to be left short of the try line, really.
Difficult to bounce back now. Obviously, you're out of the Heineken. You still got an opportunity in the Amlin. Is it going to be difficult to motivate yourselves for the last game?
I don't think it will be, because I think we've had obviously we've had our review stage. We've had the stage where we lick our wounds and we have a little sad moment about it. But hey, sorry, we'll move on now. And I think we have got this chance in the Amlin. I think all the boys really want to go out and put a good performance in, just to back up what we have done the end up to that game, really.
This will be your first game as well in France in a club environment, I suppose. In terms of,
yeah, I think it is. Played in Italy, but I never played in France in a club. So that's a new one.
You had a few runs on the weekend, George, as well. You came close on a couple of occasions.
Yeah. Again, from my point of view, I had a good couple of chances. Didn't do particularly well with them, a couple of them. But again, I'm still in my trade, and I know it's a bit of a cliche, but after the experiences I've had, but I'm something I'm looking at to improve as well. Do you know what I mean? Because there's not many chances at this level, especially European, and and I think that's something I've got personally got to work on. So.
I mean, I know you scored a lot for Wales. You haven't scored for the Scarlets for a while. Is that something that sort of creeps into the back of your mind sometimes?
No, now you mentioned it, yeah.
Sorry.
Thanks for that. No, I guess there is something. I guess there is something, but if I have the same mentality that I always carry and just got to work for it, I'm sure I'll get a pass one day, and then and I'll tip it off, and I'll be scoring tries then, hopefully.
Last year you wouldn't, you were injured going to the start of it. So if you were to sort of get picked out, new experience again for you, sort of going into an opening tournament with Wales.
Yeah, I guess I've never experienced, well, apart from France last year, I didn't really get much of an opportunity to play Six Nations. But something I'm looking forward to, you know, if I get the nod, it's something that, yeah, whenever you put the shirt on, you can't ask anything else, so it'd be a good experience, I think.
Yeah. Since you've come back from the World Cup, how do you think things have gone in terms of, you know, you've got that massive high of the tournament and you're sort of back into the sort of regional rugby. How have you found things?
Busy. It's been a very busy moment. I've enjoyed it really, because it's just time just to step back from all the massive hype that was the World Cup, and obviously I enjoyed every second of it, but I would just enjoy being back with the boys and just enjoying just playing with them really, and being back in this environment.
There aren't many 19-year-olds who've done what you've done so far though, is there?
No, but then there's obviously a lot more expectation now, but you know, all I can do in the day is play on Saturday afternoon and see what happens.
Yeah. Do you enjoy that though? Just the sort of, the whole sort of environment that you found yourself in? Do you enjoy everything, you know, that comes with it?
Yeah, at the moment I'm just enjoying it at the moment. I'm not sure there's many 19-year-old boys out there that wouldn't say playing rugby every day for a living is a hard way to live. I like to say so, yeah. But at the end of the day, I'm still 19, so I can still be a bit childish. But yeah, no, I think I've grown up, and I think I've really grown into the role of just trying to be professional, really.
Yeah. I mean, sorry.
I would say Mark's, as a former international wing, Mark Jones as well, how big an influence has he been in the last couple of years?
Well, he's been massive, really. He plays it down a lot, but for me, he's been massive for my progression. You know, I mean, he's someone who, you know, I personally looked at when I was playing, looking at while he was playing. You know what I mean? Because you know, even though I won't tell him, he was a really good player, like, and I've learned a lot from him, and I'm still learning now. I'm doing work-ons, and I can feel it working already. So, you know, it's just nice to get a bit of time back training in this environment and working with class players like himself and Easters as well.
And you'll be part of the back three next month without Shane, obviously, Lee Hupp, and he's still quite young, Alex Cuthbert coming through, so there's a lot of young sort of back three players there for Wales now.
Yeah, young-faced backline. I don't know, I guess obviously we're going to be a bit lost without Shane, because obviously Shane is massive for Welsh rugby, but I think the players we have got now can really learn a lot this come Six Nations and really progress for the Wales, really, I think, for the whole country.
Looking forward to Poland?
Not really, no. I don't know, it's just a means to an end, I guess, isn't it? So I think you just got to go out there with the mentality of work hard, do your time, and then we'll be home soon enough.
What Gavin did say in the last one, you were one of the people who impressed him. Was that just a case of just trying to get it in Poland, you know, as the way that you sort of adapted out there, but you just, as you say? I guess I wasn't caught crying, I guess.
No, I don't know, really. It's just a case of you're only there for a short period of time. It's only a week, so how hard, that's the first last words, how hard can it be? But yeah, I'm sure all the boys are looking forward to that, just a hard blitz in, just to see what's in them and in the tank ready to lead up to a big competition, really. So yeah, it's something you don't look forward to, but when you're there, you just got to embrace it for what it is.